we are going to start with step 6, but I want to take a closer look at step 5 because we didn't enter data in the last steps. And also, I closed my database just so that I have an opportunity to open it again to determine where it is. So here, if I'm looking for it on my desktop or looking for it where I saved it to, in my case, I saved mine to spring '06. I think it's this one. So this is the one that I'm looking for. So although I had two databases saved, I know that this one is current. I know that this is the weird, tricky kind of typing I did with the case. So this is the database that I'm going to open. So I went to my File Explorer. I'm finding the database. I'm going to double click on it. And when you double click on it and you're opening it for the first time, you will probably see that security message because again, it's telling you that it's locked down. There's also one other item that I want you to be very explicit on, and I'll probably speak about this in every module, but I have to pull it, something back up. Hold on a second. So notice here, I have Tech Tutors and I'm working in it, but also notice here, there's another Tech Tutors, but there's nothing, there's no status there. Whenever you have a um, whenever you have a file or a database that's open, it locks it automatically in the background to keep you. So, say I'm entering something and then the whole class is entering something. To keep us from entering the same things at the same time, the database has a specific lock on it. So, just make sure that when you do the, let's see if we can do a smaller one, tiles. So again, just looking at it in a different view, you'll see the lock. That's Microsoft Access record locking information. Um, you won't do anything with that. And you'll notice that once the database is closed, this will go away. So I just wanted you to see that in that particular folder. All right, something else. Let's open. This one. Okay. So here, this is a security warning. Go ahead and enable the content. So again, remember access as acts as more of an application software. So you just want to enable your content. Here, I'm just going to I'm going to double click on the tutor table. And going back to step 5, it says enter the records as shown in table 1. For the first record, it says enter your first name and then your last name. So for tutor ID, so we have the structure. So that information that you see in the dark, that's what our design is. So now we're going to enter data in the data sheet view. So here we have 3560. So navigate, I'm just pressing tab. Dr. Tab, last name Smith. Uh-oh. Nah, I'll probably leave it in there. Let me leave it in there. Major, CS, and hire date is 8/17/24. So what I've done is I've entered the record as it's asked me to. So I have the tutor ID, I have my first name, last name. You'll have more fields. Remember, this is just my example demonstration. So also notice that I typed in 8/17/24 and the date updated to its format of the 4-digit year. This lets us know that we're on an active record. This lets us know that we've entered one record and to be able to move to the next record. So I'm just going to type, let's try to type 3560. Again, we're going to test. We're going to test. And then let's do a drop down since we have a calendar. Try to use it. And now I'm going to press tab. So notice that I have an error message. The changes you requested to the table were not successful because they would create duplicate values in the index primary key relationships. Change the data in the field or fields that contain the duplicate data. Remove the index, redefine the index to permit duplicate entries. So remember, it will tell you you're not supposed to have two items. If it gives you this error message, that's why. So I'm going to just go ahead and type in, but it's thrown me in a loop. All right. And you'll notice that it might throw you in a loop. I'm going to shift tab to get back to my other field to be able to update it so it doesn't keep me in that loop. So I'll say 3578 here.